Hello everyone. I've had a few requests. I put up a Sterling video, Rover 800 Sterling, that it's a bit of a project that a few people have seen, and I did mention this little gem, the CLS. I bought this car probably nearly a year ago, actually, a car that I've always wanted. I did have one briefly as a demonstrator when it was about 6 months old. That was 13 years ago, and I was blown away by it. I've had lots of cars. This is one that I particularly hankered after. I'm not a huge Mercedes fan, but this is, it's a Mercedes, but it's not. And I think everyone who sees this video can probably see what it is. It's a CLS 63 AMG. It's the bi-turbo M157 engine, they call it. I think that's right. But yeah, fantastic car. Like I say, years worth of ownership. It's only done 45,000 miles. Most people say it took them ages to find it. It didn't. I found this quite quickly, actually, probably because it's overpriced, but hey ho. Yeah, lovely car. It's a Designo metallic white. You probably can see a little bit of pearl with the light shining off it there. It's got the forged AMG wheels. Doesn't mean they're fake, but they're quite special. They're a bit different from the standard wheel. Obviously, huge brakes, which is pretty standard on these. Red calipers. The eagle-eyed among you will probably notice that the discs are just showing a bit of wear. Car was beautifully prepared when I bought it, but they did skimp on the discs, and there's a reason for that, because they cost over £1,000. So I'll be footing that bill. But because of the mileage of the car, the low ownership and the service history, except for the discs in brackets, it's worth doing. But yeah, great car. Scary to drive. Anyone who's driven any AMG car, especially a V8, will know they're quite scary. Almost pointless to drive in the wet, but sound fantastic. Just an amazing sound. How a V8 should sound. I think they call it like a German NASCAR, which is probably the closest sound you can get to it. I'm not a huge fan of BMWs, although I do have one as a company car, and it's a great car. And I do like the M cars, but I don't know, they don't sound like an AMG. Probably because it's not an AMG, but this has got a proper V8 sound to it. I think there's a couple of shorts on my useless channel with some sound coming out the back of it. Any of you have heard it? That is standard, completely standard. How they got away with manufacturing a car that sounds like that, or like this, I should say, I do not know. Beautiful inside, as you can see. It's got a massage seats. It's got the adaptive lumbers as well. When you go around corners, it grabs you, which sounds a bit pointless, but it's actually quite good. Semi-gimmicky. I didn't really have any prerequisites on the spec of this car. It hasn't got a sunroof. I'm not a huge fan of sunroofs, especially on cars like this. I don't know why. I might change my mind if it had a big panoramic roof. I'll probably be saying how great it is. But I guess to rephrase that, I'm not bothered the fact it doesn't have a sunroof. I think it looks good. It's got lovely lines on it, traditional coupe lines. I think allegedly Mercedes were the first to enter this era of like four-door coupes, and a lot followed on from that. I think BMW 6 Series. Passat CC, which is quite a good looking car, good value for money. But this has always stuck out to me as being a bit special, but it is reflected on what they cost, new and as a used car. They're not cheap, so I'm very lucky to be able to own this car. Let's have a look, see if I can show you the infamous 157 engine. Bear with me. See my mattress, I use that to park the car nice and close, you can see. Let's open up, there we go. There it is. V8, hand built by someone's name I can't pronounce. There you go. Pretty impressive. Yeah, very addictive car to drive. Anyway, if you want some more on this, I could do a bit of a drive video. You know, show you what it's like out on the road and what it sounds like, and what it goes like, which is, like I say, scary fast. It has got a stage 1 tune on it, done by Phantom Tuning in Bedford. Really nice tune. It does have some discrete pops and bangs on deceleration. None of that silly stuff, but quite subtle and discreet, but there. Anyway, if you want any more on this, just drop me a message and yeah, I'll see what I can do. Have a good evening.